Anthropic recently dropped some of the biggest updates we've seen to Claude, possibly ever, including brand new models Sonnet and Opus 4.6, new features like agent teams, co-work plugins, a bunch of upgrades to Claude Code, and more. And in my opinion, these updates have solidified Claude's place as the top AI flagship model right now. So in this video, I'm going to break it all down for you. What's changed, what it means, why you should care, whether you're a developer, a business owner, or just someone who uses Claude every day. There's a lot to cover, so let's get into it. So let's start with some of the freshest news. Claude Sonnet 4.6 literally just dropped on February 17th. And honestly, this one caught me off guard with how good it is. Sonnet is the mid-tier model. It's faster and cheaper than Opus, but the gap between the two is getting smaller and smaller. Sonnet 4.6 is a major upgrade for coding, tool use, and agentic work. It's the everyday model, the one built for getting real work done. It's now the default in the Claude app, including on the free plan. So if you're using Claude right now, this is probably what you're talking to. But here's where it gets really interesting. On test after test, Sonnet 4.6 is pulling up right next to Opus, and sometimes beating it. On real-world software engineering tasks, the gap is almost nothing. On computer use, actually operating at desktop, clicking, typing, navigating, they're essentially tied. And on agentic office-style work like spreadsheets and document workflows, Sonnet 4.6 has closed most of the gap with Opus. The smaller sibling is outgrowing its role. So the question becomes, if the mid-tier model can match the flagship on this many day-to-day tasks, what exactly is the flagship for? Now, Opus 4.6 dropped on February 5th, and it is still Anthropic's most advanced model. It follows instructions significantly better over longer conversations than the previous Opus model. And if you've ever been deep into a chat with Claude and it starts drifting or losing the thread, that's been dramatically improved. And it simply does not give up on hard problems. Previous models would sometimes hit a wall and give you surface-level answers. This one pushes through. And Anthropic specifically said that this model sustains agentic tasks for longer and more reliably. Where Opus still clearly leads is on the stuff that requires the deepest reasoning and the most general intelligence. They're really hard problems, novel problem solving, complex multi-step reasoning, the kind of questions that pushes the boundaries of what AI can do. That's still Opus territory. So here's the simple breakdown. Sonnet has closed the gap on well-defined structured tasks, coding, financial analysis, office work, think Excel, PowerPoint, that kind of thing, and computer use. But when you need the absolute best reasoning on the hardest problems, Opus is still king. For most people, Sonnet 4.6 is going to be more than enough. Now, there's one thing I want to make sure that you know about. On February 11th, Anthropic made a bunch of previously paywalled features available on the free plan. So let me walk through what those features are. File creation, so free users can now create and download Word documents, Excel spreadsheets, PowerPoints, and PDF from any Claude conversation. And now connectors are also available on the free plan. So this is where Claude connects to external tools like Google Workspace, so Docs, Sheets, Gmail Calendar, etc., plus additional tools like Canva, Notion, Slack, and more. And Claude skills are now available on the free plan. So these teach Claude how you work once and it remembers. Skills are like reusable mini playbooks. You define a process or a style and Claude can apply it automatically across future conversations. These are where you really start to see the power of Claude, so I highly recommend trying these out. Now, in case you're wondering, we actually pay for the Max plan and have API access, and to us, it's worth every penny. And one more thing worth mentioning is that voice mode has been available on mobile for a while, but it's new to the desktop app and web. This was something that I was waiting patiently for because ChatGPT and Gemini have already had this feature for a while, so this is really exciting. So now you can talk to Claude directly from your computer and say your prompts instead of always having to type them. You can also give it tasks with your voice and hear responses back, so keep an eye out for that. One more technical upgrade worth mentioning is that both Sonnet 4.6 and Opus 4.6 now support a 1 million token context window in beta through the API for high-usage developers and teams. So most of you won't have access to it yet, but it signals where things are headed. Now, speaking of context windows, what you will notice no matter what plan you're on is the relatively new feature called compaction. When your conversation approaches the context limit, Claude automatically summarizes earlier parts, freeing up room to keep going. It does this by scanning your conversation history, prioritizing the most important information, things like decisions you made, code snippets, key context, and compressing the older, less critical messages into a concise summary. The recent messages stay fully intact so the conversation feels continuous. When this is happening, you'll get a message from Claude in your chat that looks like this. So you essentially get much longer conversations now without hitting a wall. I've seen this message while doing work in Claude, and it hasn't negatively impacted the quality of my conversations at all. It seems to still remember what I need it to. And this is available on the free plan too, by the way. Okay, so the models are impressive on paper, but how do these upgrades actually affect the quality of the output that you're getting from Claude? One of the biggest improvements in both models' ability shows up in Claude Code. It can explore bigger code bases, so it's better at understanding project structure and making changes across multiple files. It can write more code in a single prompt, give it a bigger task, and it handles more of that in one go, especially when you start in plan mode. And it writes better code on complex tasks, things with lots of moving parts where multiple components need to work together. And on coding benchmarks, Claude Code shows a big jump in real-world software engineering performance, especially on larger projects and more complex tasks. Now, I want to actually show you Claude Code in action. And by the way, even if you're not a developer, stay with me here, because what I'm about to show you is how Claude can build an entire website for you from a single prompt. You don't need to know how to code. You just need to know what you want. We're going to build an entire recipe website, but first, the question I always get is, okay, I built something with Claude Code or Lovable or Bolt. How do I actually get it online? And that's where today's partner, Hostinger, comes in. Their managed hosting makes it really easy to take what you've built and put it live on the internet. You don't have to worry about servers, security, or keeping it running. Hostinger handles all of that for you. You can push your projects through GitHub and it takes care of the rest. I'll show you how to connect the website to Hostinger in a moment, so stick with me. Now, they've got two plans, the business plan and the cloud plan. The cloud plan gives you more storage, more apps, and priority support. But for most people just getting started, the business plan is plenty. Both come with a free domain name, free email, and generous bandwidth. And unlike usage-based cloud hosting, the pricing is predictable. You pay a flat rate instead of per request fees, so you're much less likely to get surprise bills if your site gets a bunch of traffic. Now let me walk you through the purchase quickly. Let's say we were going to select the business plan. I click on Choose Plan. Then you have a bunch of different options on the time frame. The longer the time frame you choose, the less expensive the monthly rate is. And right now they're running a discount, so the pricing is already lower than usual. On top of that, you can enter my coupon code ENNIVERHOSTING right here for an extra 10% off. I'll leave a link in the description. Now let me show you how fast Claude Code can build a recipe website from scratch. All right, now here we are in Claude Code. I'm going to give it a prompt to ask it to build a recipe website from scratch using next.js and shadcm. I'm going to give it a design reference, a website that I liked, that I found, and I'm asking it to come up with all the copy and the example recipes. And I'm going to be using plan mode by hitting Shift Tab. So when you're using plan mode, it thinks through the project first and then it tells you what the plan is. This is a way to get better results. So you can see it's already planning out the entire project, the file structure, the components, the homepage sections, all of it. And it's generating all the recipe data, all the copy. I didn't tell it what to write. Now I'm going to ask it to use multiple agents. So now it's saying it's going to launch multiple agents to build the remaining components simultaneously. All right, now after working for about 10 more minutes, let's see what it came up with. And there it is, a complete recipe website. The home page, the recipe details page here, responsive layout, generated in minutes. I described what I wanted, I gave it a reference, and it built the whole thing. And now we're going to take this and deploy it to Hostinger. So first, I'll select the option to import a Git repository. I just connect my GitHub account and select the recipe demo repository that Claude Code just generated for us. Now, Hostinger is really intuitive here. It automatically detects that we're using the next.js framework and pre-fills all the correct build settings and root directories for me. All I have to do is hit deploy and Hostinger takes over. And just like that, we've got a live recipe website built by Claude Code, hosted by Hostinger, done in minutes. This is what I mean when I say the models have gotten more autonomous. You give it a goal and it figures out how to get there. Now, what if you had a really big task to get done? Wouldn't it be great if instead of having one AI working on it, you had an entire team of AIs that could handle it all at the same time? Well, that's now possible. And that brings me to agent teams. So what are agent teams? In Claude Code, you can now spin up multiple AI agents that work on different parts of a task at the same time, in parallel. Instead of one agent doing everything step by step, you split the work across a team. Think of it like this. Instead of having one really smart employee doing everything sequentially, you now have a team of really smart employees that can divide and conquer. One session acts as the team lead. It coordinates work, assigns tasks, and brings results together. The teammates each work on their stuff independently in their own context window, and they can actually communicate directly with each other. You can even interact with individual teammates without going through the lead. This is different from subagents, which have been around for a while. Subagents all run within a single session and can only report back to the main agent. With agent teams, each teammate is fully independent. They message each other, self-coordinate through a shared task list, and you can talk to any of them directly. This works best for work that can be broken into truly independent pieces, like building separate features, analyzing different data sets, or testing multiple approaches at the same time. Now, I want to be honest here. Agent teams uses significantly more tokens than a single session. All that coordination adds overhead, so be intentional about when you use them. Think of it this way. For parallel exploration, agent teams make sense. For sequential, dependency-heavy work, where one step has to happen before the next step, a single session makes more sense. Agent teams are currently in research preview, so it's still early, but the potential is massive. Okay, so the example I showed you was a bit more technical. But what if you're in sales or legal or marketing and you're wondering how any of this applies to you? This next part is for you. Let me introduce you to Cowork. This is pretty new. It just launched in January as a research preview. And the simplest way to explain it is, it's Claude Code, but for work-related tasks. It's geared more towards non-technical people. So if you've seen Claude Code and thought, well, that's cool, but I'm not a coder, Cowork is the answer. It lets you give Claude a goal, and Claude goes and does the work. Not just answering questions, actually doing the work. Reading your files, organizing folders, drafting documents, doing research, carrying out multi-step tasks. You describe what you need, step away, and come back to finished work. To use it, you need the Claude desktop app, which you can download from claude.com. It runs on both Mac and Windows, and right now Cowork is available as a research preview on all paid plans: Pro, Max, Team, and Enterprise. Now, once you're in the Claude app, you're going to see the Cowork tab at the top. Click that, and you switch from a regular chat into task mode. And that's where the magic happens. Now, on top of Cowork, Anthropic recently released something called plugins, and this is where it gets really powerful. A plugin bundles together skills and connections to your external tools, and it turns Claude into a specialist for a particular role. Anthropic open-sourced 11 starter plugins at launch, covering functions like sales, legal, customer support, data analysis, marketing, productivity, and more. And they just came out with some new plugins for additional areas like HR support, finance and investing, and even engineering. You can install them right from within Cowork. There's a built-in plugin library. And you can also customize them or build your own from scratch using a plugin called Plugin Create. So let's say you were looking to improve your sales processes. You could use a sales plugin to prospect, craft outreach, build deal strategies faster. It could help you prep for calls, manage your pipeline, and write personalized email messages that move deals forward. One really powerful addition that I wanted to mention is Claude in Chrome. This is a separate Chrome extension that lets Claude directly control your browser, reading pages, clicking, filling forms, and navigating apps. Pair it with Cowork, and Claude can handle tasks that need web access like research or repetitive web workflows. Just a heads up that you'll need to download the extension separately from the Chrome Web Store. These additional capabilities are a big deal because it takes Claude from a general purpose assistant to something tailored to how your specific company works. Now, stepping back, if you look at all these updates together, a clear picture forms. Claude is no longer just a chatbot that you're asking questions to. It's becoming a genuine collaborator that can do real, sustained, complex work. If AI can build apps, do financial analysis, review legal documents, handle sales prep, everything we just talked about, that shakes things up for a lot of traditional SaaS companies. We're still early, but the direction is clear. AI is moving from assistant to coworker fast. If you found this video helpful, then please give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. And if you want to learn more about how to use AI to level up your work and your life, then click this next video.